Ray just lost everything over this. You guys, video by Omizi. Let's see what's going on, man.
Racist came over my eyes. You make me look alive.
Oh wow, that is not good. That is not good.
I'm retired. I am. Hey, yo, oh my god. Wait, buddy, go broke. Chad, we lost like 10 brand deal. Chad, W manager, but we need some PR training, bro. We.
Yeah, I can't lie, bro. When it comes and I'm telling you that when it comes to what you see on the internet, you have to be careful, bro. You have to be careful, bro. Like, sure, this is all fun and games. This is not like real life, but to a large extent, this is still real life. You feel me?
Getting some PR training tonight, but online is over for me, bro. I lost like 10 brand deal, bro.
Them chickens, man, them chickens gonna come home to roost. The Clover Boys, a group started by Kai Cenat, featuring his childhood friends Talil, Dez, and Punga, streamer Reggie, and other content creators and friends that he found on the internet, Rakai and Ray. Oh, and definitely don't forget about Tota. Just embarked on their new journey. They bought a content house in Atlanta, Georgia, and their first video is off to smashing success, marking
That house is crazy. Oh my goodness. That's a beautiful house.
the beginning of what will ultimately become basically the next AMP. And I can go ahead and stamp that because I do really feel confident about the work that's being done over there. Not necessarily because I know those guys and who's behind the scenes, but just because this is a very entertaining group. This group can be very raw and this group can be very edgy. And while that is an appeal to the group, it's partially the reason why they've gained over 500,000 views on their first video. It can also be their downfall. And right now it's seeming like Ray and Rakai's unhinged behavior has finally caught up to them. And it can also be not just detrimental to them, but the entirety of the group. Now, for what it's worth, Ray and Rakai have always been very edgy, always been very boundary pushing and tiptoe lining.
And that's the thing, it's entertaining to do that. You know, are we going to lie and say it's not entertaining to be that guy that's saying all the crazy shit? Like, no, it's entertaining. It gets views, it gets the job done. However, though, like, the one thing that I've learned with social media is that, like, it's there's a scale, you know, and it's being entertaining and completely embarrassing yourself and ruining your life and messing up your digital footprint. You feel me? So you need to balance that out very very well. If you don't balance that out well, you could be cooked.
And, just doing weird stuff that people would say is really bannable. It also doesn't help the fact that Rakai is 16, which is like a protected class on YouTube. So interacting with him in a certain way and having him do these things puts a different level of spotlight on them. Now, this isn't some hidden secret or anything like this. The community knows. Hell, even Kai Cenat himself has given them warnings about the path that they're going down and how it can be detrimental to their careers.
It ain't even really Ray for real. Like, Ray be thinking in but he still do. Like, Rakai dumbass just do. But Ray gonna think before you do. It's like Ray, it's like if Rakai jumping over a bridge, Ray jumping over the bridge. Like, what the you got going on?
Exactly, but Rakai is like 16. So what do you expect, you know?
Like, Ray don't have a brain for himself. So we gotta make sure that these is good, bro. Rakai, he really the one that's like leading. Like, he's doing dumb and not thinking. Ray is thinking behind what he's doing, but also knowing that he gotta show like he like that. You feel me? Rakai leading down a path where something is gonna happen, and you feel what I'm saying? It's gonna be crazy. Rakai don't think. Ray usually think.
Now you're probably thinking, how can Rakai, somebody who was younger than Ray, make Ray's actions be brought down to Rakai's level? Hell, it could be the money, it could be the fame, the fortune that Rakai is getting, the recognition, or whatever the case may be. But, sometimes when you're in the backseat of the car with your younger sibling and they've got their finger hovering right next to you or they're flicking you or whatever the case may be, it's easy to say, hey, take the high road. But sometimes you gotta stoop down to that person's level. And even Ray can acknowledge that he stooped down to the level.
Here's the thing is, I know that Ray, they influence each other in bad ways.
Nah, definitely in bad ways. Definitely.
Hey, Ray, the worst thing is you're 19.
You're 19,
Nah,
baby.
it's bad though, I'm gonna lie.
He not
Yeah, bro. It's like 19 is still very, very young. 16 is even younger, you know. All of them I think like I feel like and when it comes to me, I feel like I didn't start thinking with my actual brain till I turned like 22. You know, like I feel like it took me a while to really become mature. So when you now get like these young kids, you put them in a house with a bunch of money and a bunch of freedom and cameras, what do you expect? You know, what do you expect? Like, I'm not surprised. Like, not even in the slightest.
Why? He knows bad. Ray got the mind.
You got me. I was like here, my like.
No, gang, you was here.
Like,
Now
you got me
you-
turning down. But you putting me down, bro. I was like, I was about to get mature. You got me putting me down. Like, I feel like I'm 17 right now. You.
Now, one would think with the AMP, Kai Cenat, Clover Boy metaverse growing to a different stratosphere, people would think that people would be able to, put aside their childish ways and, grow up a little bit. There's so many public eyes on them, so much scrutiny, so many opportunities that honestly, if they did something wrong in the public eye, they could get just clapped off the face of the earth for. With all that being at the fingertips of them, based off of what they did on Halloween, it seems as though they did not care.
Yeah, this is kind of fucked, bro. This is actually very, 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 very bad. This is very bad. Like, I get, be entertaining, but at the same time, bro, this is bad. And I don't know, I don't know if you guys have noticed, but then there's this one thing that people talk about when it comes to selling your soul. They say that when a black man sells his soul, eventually you're going to see them dress up as a woman, bro. And I don't want to say Rakai, because that's him right there, sold his soul or any. No. I'm just saying it's very interesting, how there's like a connotation, and we see that time and time again with like famous people, But this is insane. I'm not even going to cap, bruh. This is crazy. This is crazy. Like, if they are not careful, let me put my lights on still so you guys can see me well. If they are not careful, this can be the downfall. 101%.
That was Rakai's Halloween costume. Now, I think that there is about 45 things wrong with this specific video, and I think that this opens up a bunch of nasty commentary about him and quote-unquote zesty behaviors that the community has put onto him, saying that he's being influenced and yada, 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 blah, blah, blah. But that's not what I'm here to address. One of the biggest conversations that came out of this was Rakai doing whiteface. He's dressed as one of the sisters from White Chicks, the character that Marlon and Shawn Wayans put on in order to get that movie out. That's who the costume is. And there was a whole bunch of conversations about black people and whiteface, white people and blackface, blah, 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 blah. But the fuel to the fire of the racial conversations was ignited. That's the main thing to take away from this. And that conversation went much, much deeper. I talk about it on my Patreon/my YouTube memberships, which just launched, about how people thought that all this was racist. But just know that a lot of people put fuel in the fire of the race-based conversations. Go check out that video over there if you want to find out some more. Because they were already into these race-based games, when Ray came downstairs to talk to Rakai in the new Clover house, they kind of just doubled and tripled down into the race play. Oh, that's so weird to say.
Say I'm fucking racist. Came over my eyes. Fuck you.
Fucking like me. Fucking like.
Can't do that. Can't do that. You can't do that either.
You can't do that, bro. You can't do, like, it's taking us backwards. It's not progressive in any sense. This is not progressive. This is not progressive. This is like, what the fuck are you doing? You feel me?
You cannot do that.
I'm Rakai. I am a monkey.
You literally can't do that. Yeah, that's not, you can't. Now, I don't know who needs to hear this, but you literally cannot do that. You see, the WL community / these streamers on this side of the internet aren't unfamiliar with racist jokes. This community loves to play the race card and be racist in its endeavors. But ultimately, that's when not a lot of people were looking at them. Maybe from a viewership perspective, but I'm talking about from a big brand perspective. And trust me, there are levels to this, because just this Halloween, there were other people getting off their racist costumes. I saw some Nazi costumes. I saw some other monkey gorilla this Halloween was pretty nasty.
Yeah, this Halloween was something. I saw blackface as well. This Halloween was something, bro.
But this is a different situation. These are two people with massive, massive brand deals. And they have a lot of people tied to their names. You would think that they would be able to learn, but even Kai Cenat's assistant, Bree, who's probably been through these conversations with them time and time again, has just come to the realization that, we can't do anything about these guys. They're cooked.
Fuck your life, bitch. Say I'm fucking racist. Came over my eyes. Fuck you.
Fucking like me. Fucking like.
gosh.
I'm Ricardo. I am a Hey, yo.
This is embarrassing, bro.
There's no helping them, bro. This is just.
The backlash for this was the same backlash that you're probably typing in this comment section as I report the rest of this video. People thought this was racist, insensitive, disgusting, all that stuff. And more importantly, the brands that were attached to them instantly pulled out. I think they say they lost 3, 4, 5 brand deals.
5 brand deals just for doing that. On one hand, you know, like I don't want to say I don't want to say it's a bad punishment, but at the same time, like this is just one of them ones where it's like you should know better, you know. You should just know better. Maybe because I'm African and I grew up in an African household, it makes me a bit more careful. But at the same time, it's times like this where it's like, yo, bro, you should know better. You've been on the internet for X amount of time. Listen to the people that are older than you, you know. And this, like, and that's why with me and younger people, and me and people in general, like, I don't really like talking to people. I don't really like giving people advice, because sometimes you can go out there, give advice, but then you're still going to see people do their own thing, and sometimes it just doesn't make any sense.
Whatever the case may be.
I'm joking, bro. Whatever I say, I don't condone that, bro. You feel me? Bro, by the way, bro, I do this, like when we can do this, and I do this, yo, bro, you know there's like 2 sponsors cook on me? Like there's some shit supposed to drop today. There's like 3 company cancel it. Check, our PR's cook, no cap. We that's done, bro. We cook, we got no PR, we fucking cook, it's over for us. We about to go broke. Jack, we lost like 10 brand deal.
And deservedly so. Like, you're not automatically guaranteed to get anything on the internet just because you exist and you're famous. I wouldn't want to attach my name to you if you were going to use your name so recklessly later on the week. I just think that that was just a silly and immature mistake. And it's not just their brand deals that they lost, but a lot of people started questioning them. Their PR got cooked. And I'm glad that they are learning this lesson the hard way, because, you know, when Kai told them, it just didn't resonate. And now that they have to sit in the face of this, it's good that other people are verifying the fact that, hey, you kind of deserve to be cooked, gang. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Oh, by the way,
but I do got all night.
bro, you know my PR's cook?
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Put another clip.
Yeah.
Like we can this.
Yeah.
Bro, I got like three sponsors I canceled.
Say swear.
Swear.
Yeah, you kind of deserve it.
Damn, I deserve it.
I asked chat what I should get you, and niggas had a PR team.
Nah, I do need that PR team.
And then to double down in the situation, Rakai and Ray did a Walmart prank, which led Ray to getting his YouTube channel banned from the platform. And the reason why he even got that ban is
That's crazy.
because Rakai is what's considered to be a protected class on YouTube. He's a minor. So the stuff that they do on their platforms, the Clover Boys or anybody next to Rakai, hell, even Rakai himself, is just looked at with a different level of light. Now, it doesn't help that in these situations, nobody is taking this seriously. And in fact, YouTube would probably see it as they're being antagonized when Ray goes on social media and attempts to lie about the situation. It also doesn't help that in their explanation of what happened, that they are playing around in the situation. Like, guys, just try to take it seriously.
You know how many brand deal I lost?
No, gang, that ass gang. Like, bro, that's not because of me, my nigga.
Well, the fact that they're covering his face is so jokes, but like it makes sense because really and truly, he is 16. 2008? That's a baby, bruh.
Yes.
You are the reason why you're PR.
I tell him this is cause your eye like itchy. I tell him when you do this,
when I like
like
this,
your eye itchy, right?
When I like this,
That's what I'm saying. Your eye itchy, right?
itchy as fuck.
When I do this, it's Mickey Mouse.
It's
Look,
Mickey
look,
Mouse,
look.
bro. It's Mickey Mouse.
It's a Mickey Mouse.
You feel me? So he not.
That's what I'm saying. We're not trying to do that racist shit.
Yeah,
You
we're
know
not
what I'm
racist
saying?
shit, nigga.
Yeah. Let's tell those PR lady, bro.
Yeah,
Now to shoot Ray and Rakai's,
I saw a YouTube video on the art of it's by this guy named Alex the Virgo, and he said something about when you start explaining yourself, you just look more guilty, you know. So them going out there explaining, oh no, I'm not trying to be racist, I'm not trying to be blah 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 blah. It makes them look, you know, like they actually are racist. Whereas if they just apologize, yo, I'm sorry, this is what happened, blah blah blah, and they just moved on, then it's done. You know, like even me personally, like I'm done explaining myself to people, bro. There's no point. If I know where my heart stands, then that's where my heart stands. There's no point of explaining yourself to people. You know, when you start explaining yourself, that's when you look like you did the fucked up shits that people are saying that you did, or you did the insane shit. Just there's no point of explaining. Just be like, yo, I'm sorry. This is what happened, and just keep it pushing. Cause when you show that you care, that's when other people are going to, you know, you showing that you care, like it basically puts fuel to the fire. You feel me? So just, you know, just don't care and don't explain yourself too much. Just move on.
Some bail here. They've grown to the heights that they have, which is very impressive at a very young age, very fast, while still having, for what it's worth, a not PR-friendly background. When doing research for this video, their PR should have been cooked. I don't know if you remember, but there was a situation in which Ray and Rakai went to a Walmart and faked like they were a part of some sort of charity to grab donations from the people that were either customers or employees at this specific Walmart.
Yo, you want to donate to the charity?
For Mr. Beast?
No.
Donate to charity.
For Clover.
Clover.
Yeah.
How much?
$2. Like, I got one, like, you got one. You know what I mean?
Hey. Okay.
Appreciate, bro. Here you go, bro. Hey, damn it.
Thank you, bro.
That's like y'all have tap or something. I don't know what y'all
Nah, he got Zell.
Don't they already have money? What?
He got Zell.
Matter of fact, I got Zell. I'm gonna type in.
Yeah, he typed it.
I got Zell.
Yeah. So yeah, how much you gonna send?
Yo, 64 more.
I don't know how much have
Like,
y'all
it depends,
gotten?
like, if you
It depends if you were a good person.
Aren't these guys already like good? You know, like aren't they already like kind of rich?
I say
You're a
you
good
good
person.
100. Feel me? 100.
guys, come
1K.
on.
I work at Walmart.
Oh yeah.
Girl, but you be getting paid. Don't do that. Don't do that.
Ooh, okay.
You be getting paid. But yeah, you could donate like a little $50.
Look at them. Oh my God.
$50. Come on, yeah.
Okay.
All right. Thank you so much.
50? They took 50 from someone that works at Walmart? So this can't be real.
You're wonderful. Okay. God bless you.
At the end of the excursion, they managed to panhandle and solicit for $88. Not a grand amount of money, but the way that they went about doing it is obviously not good. Now, they did end up getting trespassed from this specific Walmart, which kudos to them.
Can't go around soliciting people for money.
Their problem is that you guys were going up to customers and asking them for money, and the sign on the door says no soliciting.
You kind of can't do that.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Hey, all you guys aren't welcome back at the Walmart, okay?
Okay.
If you come back, you'll go to jail.
Never?
Never.
For what? For how long?
Damn, bro. Damn. You see, there comes a time where you're doing too much, you know, and this is definitely doing too much, bruh.
Chill. Whoa.
Actually, have a good day.
Forever?
Yep.
Now, I shouldn't have to explain why you can't do that. And it seems as though Ray and Rakai don't understand what type of pull or magnitude they had. With this most recent NASCAR deal that a couple of streamers got, there was a big money tied to this, $100,000. But do you think that Ray cared in this situation? Do you think that he really took into consideration how big of a deal this was? No. And the way that he went about handling it was very, very unprofessional.
You know who they are. You've seen them before. You've definitely seen Tim and Tat, man.
Am I slow or am I retarded or am I got autism?
$100,000, bro. I know what I could do with $100 grand right now and quit my job and just focus on this, bro. I could do that with 10 grand, bro. That's insane.
Bro, your manager gonna have to text you again. That's it. That's it, bro. Like,
Wait.
no, for real. Like, he gonna have to text you again.
Damn, so we can't do the sponsor no more? Damn. We can't do a sponsor no more? No.
You wanna do a...
No!
Yo, is your...
We can't do a sponsor, but no! I want to play the game so bad.
No! I don't
Check
know.
that stream,
I
y'all.
like these wheels a lot. But you can't be turning
Bro, this is insane.
hard left, hard right. Be trying to...
Come on, bro. Now, Ray even lost his Adidas deal with Your Age, but apparently didn't care about that either. Now, he's not the only one who is subject to doing crazy things on...
It has me like these people probably have more money than we know. They probably have a crazy bag. But then I don't care what anybody says. I don't care how big your bag is, bro. Like if you actually come from the struggle, losing $100,000 is insane, bro.
Live stream. Rakai is also somebody who is, let's say, very, very controversial in the space.
How you doing, Ma?
Hey.
Yeah, so today, it is the third day of the Mafia-thon. And I caught Rakai not going to class at all. He skipped out on everything.
Okay, so you are free.
But Mom, listen, Mom. Wait, be quiet. What you say?
You are free to discipline him as however you feel you need to.
Okay, I'm gonna trap him in that classroom and he's gonna learn over and over.
Well, all right. Whatever you feel need, go right ahead.
And trust me, there's more. You get the gist. People have been disciplining them, talking to them, saying that they should tighten up, but it's just not sticking and landing. I do want to make an attempt and give a message to Rakai and Ray. As somebody who is there from the early onsets of AMP, you can kind of tell when something is going to be bigger and big. You kind of got that feeling. And honestly, I can say that the Clover Boys have something very, very special. One, you guys are very entertaining, very funny, hilarious, all this other stuff. You bring the shock value, the lovability factor. You bring all of that to the table. And two, you bring the edginess and the tiptoeiness. But with that great power comes great responsibility. You've also got a leg up in the game. A lot of these content creators weren't adjacent to the biggest stars when they were coming up. They were kind of just getting it out the mud. And brands weren't respecting them. That was a whole different space. But nowadays, the doors are wide open
Wide open, bro.
because of the people that you're adjacent to. You guys are creators who haven't been creating for long, but have already had sponsorships with the biggest names like Adidas, like NASCAR. Whoever is out there wants to get a piece of you guys, but not if you don't respect the space and take advantage of it in a bad way. I think another thing that needs to be taken into consideration is that you're not just responsible for yourself and your name, you're responsible for others. I know your mom has probably told you that before. Every time you walk out the door, your name is your name, and it carries the weight of all your ancestors, blase, blase, blah, etc., etc. But not only are you representing your family in this regard, you're representing your extended social media content creation family. You guys are the biggest names in the Clover House, full stop. And you are going to be a representation of the Clover House, full stop. It'd be different if you guys were on the lower end of the spectrum or whatever the case may be, but you're not. You're at the top. So when people look to go in to sponsor the Clover House or do anything Clover Boys related, it starts and stops with you guys. And you are an extension of Kai Cenat. So although he may be able to do things that, escape this, you guys can potentially usher in new consequences for Kai Cenat based off of your actions. Now, I know, I just laid down a lot of burden and responsibility on two teenagers, but this is a bigger game than what it's ever been. And I think that you guys can have a long career in content creation. Hell, even Kai Cenat said not too long ago that Rakai was going to be the biggest thing smoking in content. But just because you're going to be the biggest thing smoking doesn't mean you want to flame out right now. And
yeah, you could literally just destroy everything that you're about to build.
there are certain boundaries that are being pushed, certain things that are happening, a lack of seriousness that is happening in the space right now with you guys that puts you on the path of flaming out soon. I want to see more content, but that means I have to be able to see you more. Don't get yourself banned off these platforms by being knuckleheads, guys. Let's get on.
Hey, you guys, that's the video, man. That's the video. Like, comment, and subscribe. I'm coming through with videos every single day.